Susie, 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 Susie. Product reviews coming to you. Ow!
Hello, shopaholics, and welcome. I'm Susie-Q. And no best friend ain't here. We still on good terms right now, but she ain't here. And I still got this neck brace. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into story time part 2. Continuation of how I met my imaginary friend, Misty. Now, remember at the end of that story, I stated that my mom told me that because I can see Misty, that she would be my guardian angel down the road. Like I stated in my mind, I didn't see guardian angel when I looked at Misty because of her smile. It was a nice big wide smile, but it had a little evil twist to it. Yeah, it did. So as we got going on, me and Misty, we became pretty good friends. Almost like rivalry sisters. You know, we fought a lot, we played a lot. We fought a lot, we played a lot. And my mom played along with it because every time I would complain, I would go to her and say, Misty this, Misty that, Misty this, Misty that. And then she would talk to me just like I was fighting with my sibling. Because somebody dropped down in the comments crazy and the number between 1 and 4, and then drop down crazy again and put A, B, C, or D. For the first 1 through 40, you get 5 tickets, and the next one is the 43-21 game. Okay? Now, I say crazy because if she knows this is an imaginary friend, and I'm talking to her about an imaginary friend, and she's explaining to me conflict resolution. Now you see why I got PTSD today. No shade to the mom, but that's why I got PTSD today. But anywho, so now I'm gonna explain how Misty, let's talk about her angel side, her good side, her got a heart and care side. Cause she exactly, in my eyes, she saved my life 3-4 times. And let's talk about some of Misty's guardian angel times, okay? That's what this video is gonna be about, her guardian angel times. Times that I felt that Misty played an integral part in my life to where I'm standing here today. Or I think I'm standing here today. But y'all can see me, right? Okay. Put down in the comments PTSD and the number between 1 and 40. And put down PTSD again and an A, B, C, or D. Anywho, I had a best friend, a real best friend, guys. I could see this person. And if you was there, you could see her too. And she lived behind us, so our backyards were connected with the fence in the middle. So when we went to each other's houses, we went through the backyards. I would go through the fence and knock on her back door. She would come through my backyard and knock on our back door. So one evening, it was summertime. I was over her house, we know, playing and everything. Misty and my real best friend didn't get along because my real best friend thought that Misty was not real. So I don't know what's wrong with her. Let's call her Hater. Drop down Hater. And the number between 1 and 4, and then drop down Hater again, A, B, C, or D. Okay. And I left her house maybe 8, 9 o'clock that night. And I went through the backyard, through my backyard, and in my backyard we had a big patio with the top on it, and then a sliding glass door. Okay. So as I stepped on the patio, it's dark now, the back light wasn't on. I saw what I thought was a stick, and I was gonna pick the stick up and throw it. You know, get it out the patio. As I bent over, Misty said, everybody put stop. And the number between 1 and 40, and put stop again, A, B, C, or D. So Misty was like, stop. So I raised back up and I'm thinking, why? Why do I have to stop? So anyway, I went inside and I cut the light on, and guys, on the back porch was a rattlesnake. It wasn't a large one, but it was big enough. I mean, I want to say maybe like this. And he was just laying right there on the patio, and it looked like a stick. And if I would have picked that rattlesnake up today, not only would I have PTSD, I'd be in the hospital right now. With not just this neck brace on, with one of them jackets that make it wrap up like this, that'd be me. I don't think I would have survived that, because I'm scared of itty bitty bugs. Could you imagine if I would have touched that snake? Oh! Write down in the comments, snake. And the number between 1 and 40, and then write down snake again. And the number, and select A, B, C, or D. Guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Just one time. I know I say that all the time, but please hit the like button. It will help us. As you see, guys, I got one of my t-shirts on that I got on TV that we already went over. And the bonus question for 5 tickets, the first 3 that can answer this question. What did best friend call this shirt? You remember I showed you this shirt. What was her comments that she said about this shirt? So drop down in the comments, t-shirt, and answer, what did best friend say about this shirt? I'll give you another look. What did she say about this shirt? I think it's cute. I like it. Let's continue. So that snake period, I was about 10 years old. I was 10 years old when that snake incident happened. The next incident happened, I was a lot older, and it was me. I had to be maybe, I don't know, maybe in my 20s, and I had a 6-month-old. And I was gonna travel to Germany, so I had to go get her a passport. And so where I live to where the passport is, I had to drive maybe 4 hours. So I'm driving, and I'm tired. I'm driving and I'm tired. And as I'm driving along, which I think I'm driving, then all of a sudden, Misty go, wake up. I woke up, and as I woke up, I was heading straight for a telephone pole. And as I woke up, the telephone pole, it had enough time for me to, it wasn't like I was right there, but it was enough time for me to take my foot off the accelerator and kind of turn. It wasn't a swerve or nothing like that, but I was going straight for it. I was heading for this telephone pole. Everybody drop in the comments, telephone pole, a number between 1 and 40, and then drop telephone pole, A, B, C, or D. The next time, I was stationed in Fort Hood. Now it's called Fort Cavazos. They changed the name. So I was at Fort Hood. I had duty that night, so when I got off, I was on my way home, and I decided to stop at the dollar store. Now at the time, I think it was like 7:15, 7:20, but the dollar store didn't open till 8 o'clock. So I pulled in the parking lot, and I'm sitting there. And I said, well, because I didn't want to go all the way home, because I need to go to the dollar store. I didn't want to go all the way home and then come back. I was right there. So I said, I'll just go ahead and wait the 45 minutes or whatever. So I'm sitting there, and at the time, an older lady, it was an older white lady, she pulled in. I don't know why she thought it was open, because it was dark. The employees wasn't even there. There were no cars in the parking lot except me. So anyway, she got out, went to the door, yanked on it, and came back and got in her car, and then she sat there. So we're sitting there, like I said, it's a space between us and then her. And then 2 more cars pulled up, and it was not at the same time. 2 cars pulled up, and it had to be the employees, 2 girls, young girls. And so they parked wherever they parked. Anyway, they got out, opened the door, went in, but it was still too early. It was like 7:45 maybe. And then the next car came was a guy. And he parked 2 spaces on the other side of me, not next to the white lady, but 2 spaces over. A young guy, and he sat there. And I remember this because of what happened. Not that I was watching these people as they was pulling in, but because of the significant event. And Misty appeared out of nowhere, because she do this. Misty show up when Misty show up. It could be anywhere. And sometimes my biggest issue is, because she's been with me so long, I end up talking to her. And I do appear to be crazy, because you ever walk around and see somebody talking in the store? But that's me, talking to Misty. Drop down talking, and a number between 1 and 40, and then drop down talking again, A, B, C, or D. Because I done caught myself talking to Misty, who, of course, nobody can see but me. But anywho, I'm sitting there, and Misty shows up, and she says, go to the bathroom. And I didn't have the urge, or I felt like it, but then as soon as she said, go to the bathroom, all of a sudden I had to go to the bathroom. She's like, go. And it's like she kept saying, go to the bathroom. And each time she said, go, like I had to go, really more. So right down the street, I think it was a McDonald's. So I said, okay, by the time I shoot the McDonald's and come back, the store McDonald's, use the bathroom. Then I said, oh, well, maybe I'll go ahead and get a little breakfast sandwich. I'm here. Get a breakfast sandwich, and I got it to go. The store was maybe one block down. We drove to the dollar store, and when I got there, guys, you will not believe. There was like 20 cops. The entrance was roped off with the yellow tape. I'm like, what the hell? I was just there maybe 10 minutes. So I pull over to the guy at the cop at the gate area, and I say, hey, what's going on? Of course, there was other people there. I said, I was just here. Drop down police tape, and the number between 1 and 40. Drop down police tape again, A, B, C, or D. What had happened was the 2 girls that went in the store, they were employees that worked there. The guy who pulled in was the ex-boyfriend of one of the girls in the store, and his mission was to come and kill her. So what he did is, before the store opened, or right when they opened, Act 8, when they unlocked the door, he went in, shot the 2 girls. He killed the 2 girls and the older lady that was parked next to me. Can you believe that? OMG. My heart was pumped. I was just there. If it wasn't for Misty saying, go to the bathroom, I would have been walking in with her. Eventually they caught the guy. They did catch the guy. It was all on camera. They have to, you know how the dollar stores have those, as you walk in, you can wave to yourself. Hello. All right, the last part of this story is I was driving. I was going to take a 2.5, 3-hour drive. I was going to go home to visit family. I'm driving, and it felt like somebody took my heart in a jar and shook it, maybe 3 times. Drop down in the comments, jar, and the number between 1 and 40. Drop down, jar again, A, B, C, or D. And so I pulled over. I was maybe 15 minutes out of the city I lived in. She said, no, turn around. Go to the emergency room. So I went to the emergency room. You know how you sit in there all day. Unless you come in there walking on your hands and knees dying, they ain't gonna see you. So I had to play it up. But of course, when you say anything about your heart, you know, they're gonna see you. So I told them what happened. They took me back. Of course, they ran all their tests, EKGs, draw blood, blah, blah, blah. They did the whole workup. Drop down emergency room, and the number between 1 and 40. Drop down emergency room again, A, B, C, or D. So anyway, they say, well, follow up with your care provider. So I said, okay. So I went on home, because it was in the evening by now, because you know, you go in the emergency room, it's not an in and out thing. It ain't like a drive-through, you get your order and move along. You there for hours. Could be days or weeks. But it worked the next day, and everything was fine. And so I'm on my way home from work, maybe 4:30, 4:15, 5 o'clock. I'm on my way home. And Missy say, you need to go to the care provider. And I'm thinking, no, I just called her making an appointment. She said, no, you need to go to the care provider. But I felt fine. I didn't have any more episodes. Nothing else happened for me to go. And she was just in my head. Go to the care provider. So I'm passing right by his office. So I went in, did an emergency appointment. I went in and talked to him. So I'm sitting in the room. He come in, ask questions, run some tests. And then he walks in with these 2 guys and a gurney. And I'm thinking, what the hell? He say, you need to go to, you're being admitted to the hospital right now. And I'm like, for what? He said, I can't believe you even standing here. I'm like, for what? I felt fine. I felt fine. Y'all, I ain't even have no blood in my body. I was down to the bare. That's why my heart was making that, it wasn't getting enough blood. My blood level had dropped so low that I needed an emergency blood transfusion. Right that minute. He kept saying if I wouldn't, he said I wouldn't have made it through the night. So they took me from there in the ambulance to the nearest hospital. And I was, within 30 minutes, I was checked in the hospital bed with an IV, with a blood well, they was getting ready doing a blood transfusion. Can y'all drop down blood and the number between 1 and 40 and blood, A, B, C, or D? I can't understand how the emergency room didn't catch it. So that lets me know these emergency people just trying to get you in and they trying to get you out. So guys, if you go to the emergency room and if you still ain't feeling right, don't you leave that place or go follow up to somebody who cares. Drop down questions and the number between 1 and 40 and drop down questions again, A, B, C, or D. All right, guys, that's the end of the story. I want to say a little announcement about Best Friend. Best Friend, she ain't like my story. She said, y'all didn't come on here to hear me talk about this. And I said, well, we're still playing games. It's just another way to play games. And I was buying time before I can get more items because in between, I'm waiting on shipments and I still want to put content out. Plus, Best Friend a hater. I think Best Friend is just a hater. And she don't like Misty. And Misty don't like Best Friend. I'm going to continue with story time because I need to tell you the other side of Misty. The witchy side of Misty. Because she got one. And she got me in some trouble. Yes, she did. She saved my life, but that heifer got me in some trouble. All right, so what we're going to do is on these story times, just like I told you that last story and I showed the items that you can win, those same items are still up. I'm going to show them again. Those same items are still up, but if you should win and they're gone, then you have to pick another item. I'll let you know it's been taken or it's gone. So I'm going to show you some extra items that's going to be put on to the ones we already got. So You can choose from any of these items, and then remember, first place person can select the second place person, and the second place person you still could pick out of the items on the screen or 8 tickets. Now, the winner will get to choose between the following gifts that I'm about to show you. The pink cocoa scrub wash. This is another choice. This is a sweet repeat, guys. If you've been here long enough, you've seen these items. You also have the choice between the Bath and Body Works eucalyptus bath soak. Okay, bath soak. You have the choice for this. It's one bottle. And we showed these pajamas during the haul where you guessed on how much they cost. It's a size medium. You have the choice. It's a 2-piece set, short sleeve. You have the choice for this. And then we have these fluffy house shoes. We still have these house shoes, okay?
Get your tickets!
And guys, remember, we're still doing the sweet repeats. So this is a sweet repeat. We still have these house shoe set with the lotion and the foot scrub. Okay, this is Betsy Johnson. You have a choice between this. You have these house shoes. Let me see what size. I forgot what size they are. I might keep these house shoes. They like a 7.5. Remember, these are a 7.5. We have the men's body scrub, the body wash. Okay, the wood D-square body wash. This is a really nice body wash. It's pretty expensive, but it's for men. And our last item that you can choose from is remember this purse. This is for a younger girl, okay, or a woman who want to put it. Could be like a. If anybody don't get it, I may keep this and start putting my hair products in it, so when I'm traveling up and down the road, I can have them in a nice little bag. But I haven't decided. A lot of this stuff I do keep, guys, but I don't need all this stuff. And the deadline for this video is so make sure you have all your answers dropped down in the comments. Just get your friends and family to play. They may enjoy this also. And until next time, shopaholics, stay out them stalls. Bye.